We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend, and off we go on this fine Sunday. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face third and 10. They send Evans in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's Palmer, the man in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man right side. It's complete. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to White. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To the air once more is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Third and long. Throwing again is McCarthy. That is brought in at the 10.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. This one intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh! And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That is caught, and he's in. Craig Palmer, touchdown Tampa.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll look to throw again. Checking it down, this one is caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. A gain there of 15. And that will be a first down. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll throw out of the gun. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Armadillos get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So it is halftime here in the NFC wild card matchup as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a give up the middle. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They send him right out of the slot. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is in. Touchdown, Armadillos. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And he will score again. Trey Homer. Touchdown Buccaneers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Armadillos cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. There's Evans. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a give on the ground. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Armadillos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So let's try this again. They come to the line to go for 2. To the ground after the penalty. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And this will be a Bucks first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. They send Evans in motion. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
To throw is McCarthy. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first down. They'll run here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll run. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down. Now they'll use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now, or risk another play. Time will tell. Here's 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, a win here for the Buccaneers. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
Seniors this year, right? What was that? He and Nano, yes, they're both for seniors. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, they it's gonna be different without them. Yep. So yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Man. So
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida.
So we're supposed to close like around May 15th or so is what they're saying, and so that's kind of the plan there. We're here through like June or whatever, which should be fine because I mean I'll just let them know, give them 60 days or whatever that we're gonna be out, and then like you don't have to make like a mortgage a payment until like July, so it'll be fine, and you'll have time to move slowly and you know take our time. So yeah.
And so, had y'all been looking, or when did you start looking over there?
Well, I started looking when I knew this was a possibility, and so we were already, you know, kind of in the works. And then once we found out that new subdivision and like the deals that they were running, Kayla wanted to go ahead and jump on it, so we did that. So yeah.
So it moved pretty quick.
Yeah, it moved pretty quick. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah. So.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And she's pretty excited about the house.
Yeah, I mean, she's excited. I mean, she wants a bigger space and everything like that, and you know, give her an office to work out of and everything.
That is not the way to start a drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Off the sideline to the 40. And he'll be taken down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's into the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
It's kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On 3rd down, they go with Mostert. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. So after one, it's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On 1st down, it's Love. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action. Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. Looking for Berrios downfield. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit.
Oh, y'all hear me now?
The kickoff team is out on the field.
I don't know what happened.
We're
On my
back
all
to
right,
it
so
as the kicks away.
we get in the game. We were just trying to
And
switch it
no
out.
chance to return this
Got a
one
nice little lead. Let's see
through
if we
the
can
end
come back.
zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Two and out on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua.
Oh, that's
The
how
ball
I
deflected at least a
that
couple of
that's
times, but it'll fall to
Oh,
the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one
what
in there
the-
anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Yeah. And he's out of bounds inside the 30.
All right, fellas, listen up. Go ahead.
Tua gonna give it to Achane. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Turbo 3, kick.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now it's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. The
Take
Packers
your
go ahead and
3.
use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return.
As
And
long as
he'll
we
be
don't
brought
fumble in
down
here.
just beyond the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch it. Stick. Now, cycle.
Here's Love to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that ball in and out of his hands.
That
It
is wild.
incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Love to throw. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Prevent.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead.